In the heart of the desert, hidden away from the world, lay the magical city of Noorabad. This city was famous for its golden domes, tall minarets, and lanterns that glowed like captured stars. These lanterns were not ordinary. They held a special, mystical light that calmed the soul and guided the lost. In one corner of the city lived Baba Rafi, an elderly, wise man with a long, white beard and kind eyes. He was the guardian of the lanterns, lighting them each night and reciting prayers to keep their magic alive. Accompanying Baba Rafi was a young girl named Fatima. Orphaned at a young age, Fatima was curious, with an insatiable desire to learn about the mysteries of the world. Every evening, she would sit by Baba Rafi, asking questions and learning from his wisdom. One night, while Baba Rafi was fast asleep, Fatima sat alone among the glowing lanterns. She was peering into their soft light when suddenly, one lantern flickered and whispered in a low, melodic voice. Fatima's eyes widened in surprise as the voice said, "Fatima, this secret is meant for you. If you wish to save the light of Noorabad, come with me." The lantern's glow grew brighter, guiding Fatima towards the old staircase that led to the basement of the lantern room. With each step, the air grew cooler, and the faint sound of whispers filled her ears. At the bottom of the stairs, she reached an ancient wooden door. The lantern's light illuminated the room, making the door open before her eyes, revealing a chamber unlike any she had seen. In the center was an old, glowing book titled The Book of Light. Fatima approached the book, and as she touched it, its pages glowed and filled the room with warm, divine light. The book spoke. "The light of Noorabad is fading because the people have forgotten the paths of prayer, charity, and kindness. To restore the light, you must pass 3 trials." Fatima, her heart full of determination, agreed to accept the trials. With the lantern's light guiding her, she stepped out to face what lay ahead. Fatima found herself at a beautiful oasis, surrounded by palm trees and clear, shimmering water. But standing in her path was a mischievous jinn, who said, "This water is enchanted, but you cannot pass until you defeat me." Fatima looked at the jinn and said, "I do not need to fight you, for I have the strength of prayer." With that, she recited Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter of the Quran. The jinn's face softened, and he bowed respectfully. "Your sincerity and prayers have defeated me," he said. He handed Fatima a star-shaped stone. "This will light your path when darkness falls." In the next stage of her journey, Fatima met a caravan of camels singing a gentle song. "May patience light our way. May prayer guide our hearts. With gratitude, we walk each day, never drifting apart." The leader of the camel said, "To pass, you must understand the value of patience and prayer." Fatima closed her eyes and listened to the song. She felt peace wash over her and whispered her own prayer, thanking Allah for guiding her. The camels, impressed by her understanding, stepped aside and let her continue. Fatima reached a place where the night sky seemed closer. An old weaver sat at a loom, weaving stars into a glowing net. He said, "If you wish to pass, you must untangle this net of stars." Fatima looked at the complex weave and felt a surge of doubt. But then she remembered her prayers and whispered, "Oh Allah, expand my chest and ease my task." The light from the lantern shone brightly, helping Fatima see the pattern. With patience and faith, she untangled the net. The weaver smiled and said, "Your faith has unlocked the path." He handed her a glowing thread. "This will lead you back to Noorabad." When Fatima returned to the city, it was shrouded in darkness. The shadow of forgetfulness, a representation of people's neglect and greed, had covered Noorabad. Fatima knew what she had to do. Holding the Book of Light high, she gathered the people of Noorabad in the square. "Let us remember the light within us," she said. Together, they raised their hands and recited a prayer. "O Allah, fill our hearts with light, guide us in your way. Forgive our faults and keep us on the righteous path. Accept our prayers, O Lord of all worlds, Ameen." As the prayer echoed through the city, the lanterns began to glow, brighter than ever before. The shadow lifted, and Noorabad shone with a renewed brilliance. Noorabad was restored, its streets alive with joy and gratitude. Fatima, now the guardian of the lanterns, stood beside Baba Rafi, who beamed with pride. The city had learned the value of prayer, charity, and kindness, and the lanterns, now brighter than ever, whispered in gratitude. And so, the story of Fatima and the lanterns of Noorabad was shared for generations, reminding everyone that true light comes from the heart.